Dear students, today I would like to share with you some of the most useful shortcut keys in Microsoft Excel. By using the keyboard alone, we can do every formatting and editing options in Excel. So let us look upon what are the different options available as shortcut keys which can be used in the Excel page. So first one is entering the current date. So for entering the current date, we can use control plus semicolon option. So just we can select a cell, click on control plus semicolon. So the current date is displayed in the cell. Similarly, we can enter the current time by selecting control plus shift plus semicolon. So click on another cell, control shift semicolon. So 7:22 a.m. it is the current time. We need not enter the values, just click on control shift and semicolon, then the current time will be displayed. So this is the shortcut key for entering the current date and current time. Third option is selection of entire row. So the entire row can be selected by using shift plus space button, space key. So we have to select this entire row. So click on shift plus space. Look, the entire row is selected. Similarly, we can select the entire column by clicking control plus space. We have to select this column, control space. So the whole column, the column E is fully selected. So shift plus space, shift space will select the entire row, control space will select the entire column. Next is hiding of row and hiding column. So row and column can be hidden. For hiding rows, we have to click on control plus 9. For hiding column, we have to click control plus 0. Yes. So we have to hide this row. For that, click on control 9. So the first row is hidden. Again, we have to hide this first column. For that, control 0. So that column giving the details of the name is hidden. So control 9 will hide the rows, selected row. Control 0 will hide the selected column. Next option is inserting a new line inside a cell. Alt plus enter key is used as a shortcut method for inserting a new line inside a cell. So for that, just select this cell. So we have to insert some more marks of Albin in this particular cell itself. For example, the 71 may be his first semester mark. We have to enter the second semester mark and third semester mark, fourth semester mark in this same column, it's same cell itself. So for that, click on Alt Enter. So the second semester mark is 67. Again Alt Enter 76. Again Alt Enter 78. So look, these are the marks of Albin in the 4 semesters. So if we just click on enter key, it will move only to the next cell. So if we want to enter different data in a one particular cell, we have to use the Alt plus enter option. So that is the option for inserting a new line inside a specific cell. Another one is AutoSum option. We have to click on Alt plus equal key for calculating the data. So just click on this cell, Alt equal, click on enter. 1303 is the, so the formula is inserted, sum H6 to H22. This is H6, this is H22, the sum is 1303. So we can insert the auto sum, or we can insert the total sum of the whole column by using Alt plus equal option. Next is create a new workbook. So Control plus N. We want to create another worksheet or another Excel workbook. So just click Control N. Look, book 3 Excel. This is another workbook of Excel. Another Excel page will be opened. So you can close it. Just click Control N, will open another workbook. Next is open an existing workbook. So if there may be many Excel workbooks inside this our system. So Control plus O will open an existing workbook. Let us see Control plus O. Look, all the details are displayed here. We can select any of the worksheet that we want to select. Okay. So just clicking Control plus O will help us to open any existing file. Next is save a workbook. So we want Control plus S. We want to save this particular workbook. So just click Control S. Or this workbook is already saved in this system. So that is automatically saved. Let us open a new workbook. Control plus O. Or we can open Control plus N will open a new workbook. We have entered some data. Then we can click Control S. Look, we can save as in any of these documents or any of these folders. We can save this file. Control plus S will help us to save. Next option is close a workbook. So if we want to close a workbook without going to this close menu, just click Control W. The worksheet is closed. Just click Control O. So Control W will close this Excel sheet, and I clicked again Control O and the recent files appeared, and I selected again this particular sheet. Next is undo an option. Any action we have recently performed, we can undo it by clicking Control Z. So Control Z will bring back that particular action. So I have deleted this sum and I want to undo it. So Control Z, it will bring back the detail. Similarly, we can redo an action by clicking Control Y. Look, I have deleted this data. Then I want to redo it. Control Y. So Control Z will bring back it. Control Y will again make it disappear. So Control Y and Control Z can be used for redo and undo option. Next is a group of options, that is how can we open the different tabs in the worksheet. I will show it. Okay. We have File tab, Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formula. All these tabs are there. So without using a mouse, by using this keyboard alone, we can open all these tabs. For example, Alt plus F. The Home tab will be opened. Sorry, File tab will be opened by clicking Alt plus F. Then for Home tab, we can click Alt plus H. Look, all the tabs will be there. All these are the different shortcut options for each of these options. Then Alt N. Alt N will open the Insert tab. Alt P will open the Page Layout tab. Alt M will open the Formulas tab. Alt A will open the data tab. All the data options will be available then. Alt R will help to open the review tab, and Alt W will help to open the view tab. So all these tabs can be opened by using the shortcut keys in the keyboard. So this is the another shortcut method. Then next is go to previous cell. So shift plus tab, I will show you. Okay, we want to go to the previous cell. So for that, shift tab, again shift tab, again shift tab. We already know that to go to the next cell, we want to just click the tab. Just clicking the tab menu or tab key will move to the next cell. But coming back to the previous cell can be made possible by clicking shift plus tab. So shift plus tab is the option for coming back to the previous cell, and tab, just clicking the tab key will move the cursor to the next cell. Then select the entire worksheet. The full worksheet can be selected. Control plus shift plus space. Control shift space. So the full data will be selected. We need not click and drag the mouse button. Instead, just click on Control Shift Space. The worksheet or the data in the worksheet will be automatically selected. Next is extend the cell selection to the left or right. So just click Shift plus left or right arrow will extend our selection. Let us look. So click Shift and I am now clicking the right arrow, so it is selecting. Again down arrow, it will be selected. Up arrow, it will be going up. Left arrow, it will be going left. So just click on any cell, then press Shift and arrow keys to move left, right, up or down. Then next is formatting options. So mainly we are using bold, italic and underline options. Commonly we are using these three options. For that, Control B, Control I and Control U will help to make these formatting options. Okay, let us look. Okay, so if you want to format this heading columns, heading cells, we have selected. Then Control B, look, it became bold. Control I, it became italic. Control U, underline. So we can select the whole data, apply Control B, it became bold. Control I, italics. Then selecting the data, Control U, underline. So these three formatting options, it is present in the home tab, bold, italics, underline. So without using this mouse pointer, simply with the help of the keyboard, we can make bold, italic and underline options in our cell. Okay, and the final one is move to the edge of the current data region in a worksheet. So we can move to all the edges in a worksheet, data in a worksheet, by clicking the Control plus arrow key. Okay. Control arrow, just Control arrow, from this Control arrow will move to the edge. Control arrow, Control arrow. So this helps to move the cursor automatically to the rightmost or the end last cell of that particular row. Control End. Okay. If we just click on any cell outside the data and control down, if we click on control down, this is the last cell of this particular column. Clicking on control up arrow, this is the first cell. Then control right arrow, this is the last cell in this particular row. Control left arrow, this is the first cell. So we can move to all the edges of a worksheet, either the whole worksheet or if we are clicking inside the data entry, then it will be moving along the edges of that particular data. If we click anywhere outside this worksheet or outside the data, simply any cell outside in the worksheet, it will move to the end of that particular row or particular column. So these are the shortcut methods we are using. These are only some of the very commonly used shortcut keys in Microsoft Excel. There are many other shortcut keys are available. I have just shared some of the very useful and commonly used shortcut keys in Microsoft Excel. So my dear students, by this we have come to the end of our Excel training session. Hope you have all enjoyed the session, made use of this section, and we hope that this Excel training session is a very useful one for you. What you have to do is practice all these options and different Excel options that you have studied. Make use of these options, make use of this Excel sheet for all your data works, and practice it and become a perfect and excellent Excel user. Thank you all.